This woman breaks every rule of common sense.
Dropped her.
Gabi Garcia is a real mistake of nature that is now hunting people. This monster doesn't care about her opponent's age or even their gender.
Gabby here. She's going.
And in this video, you're about to witness the story of the craziest woman on the planet and her best fights.
Use it to transition, go for the finish here, and she gets the pass!
This is Boxing Game, here we go. Back in her childhood, Gabby was put into volleyball and handball, but she quickly realized her true calling was hurting people. With her massive size, she destroyed everyone in jiu-jitsu with ease.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that... Jeez.
In the end, she became a 9-time world champion and soon decided to conquer a new discipline. In 2015, this failed genetic experiment made her MMA debut. She shared the ring with Lade Tapa, known as the Barbarian. The fight started and Gabby exploded forward like a wild lioness going for the prey.
Finding out you have a chin.
But instantly walked straight into a trap.
Making their pro debut. Oh, nice big hand!
Rock Gabi Garcia!
Then he Tapa on the attack.
Then, after a brief pause, like the Incredible Hulk, she charged again to destroy her prey.
Gabby grab her.
Which Gabby does under the shoulder.
Another nice left.
Big left.
Following Nate Diaz's playbook, Garcia made her opponent collapse like a house of cards.
Gabby.
Nice
Strong
right hands by
comeback.
Gabby.
Pushing right hands, just trying to get inside.
And finished the fight by brutally smashing her opponent's face into the canvas.
Oh! Exactly. Look at it here, a back fist. No! Dropped her. Now she's exactly where she didn't want to be. It's over.
Yeah, this needs to be stopped, and it is.
After that triumph, Garcia jumped onto a full-speed hype train, and plenty of fighters wanted a ticket. However, out of everyone, Garcia chose an elderly woman from Japan, Yumohata.
Oh my God. Did you see Gabi Garcia beat up that grandma? I was gonna post it. I was gonna post it. I got the video. I was just gonna post what the fuck Japan. Have you guys seen
Looks like Yumiko wasn't satisfied with her pension and decided to make money. And before the fight, the Japanese's coach tried to get under the woman bodybuilder's skin. But Gabi, focused only on hitting her protein intake, stepped into the ring completely calm. The fight began, and due to her age, Hata seemed to confuse MMA with wrestling. In response, Garcia hooked her like a harpoon, dragging her in and instantly impaling her on a sharp blade.
Garcia with a thunderous knee.
Soon enough, she easily crushed her jaw like Nori.
She took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Hoka trying to punch back, but it's simply too much here. Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands, a referee said is enough.
And even the knockout wasn't the end, because after that, Hata's student apparently decided to flirt with death by attacking and provoking Gabby.
Well, Gabi Garcia now.
After that, Gabi Garcia was invited to Japan in kaiju status, and Megumi Yabushita was stepping up as her Jaeger. Yabushita was an absolute wrestling champion in her homeland. And came to showcase her full skill set. But the bell rang, and Gabby easily brushed her off like an annoying cockroach. Then she started firing high kicks, testing her opponent's jaw durability. And unleashing her inner demon, she finished her opponent right during the fall, blatantly breaking the rules. Because of that outrageous violation, she was no longer invited to fight in Japan. Watching what Garcia was doing, women started refusing to fight her, since no one wanted to become a kamikaze. So for the first time, she decided to step in against someone with equal testosterone levels. Gabi called out the legendary Volkanovski's coach, Craig Jones.
It's so awful. The sound of broken bones, I've never...
At the face-off, Craig decided to test whether Beauty and the Beast was just a fairy tale.
Bitch, man! You cross the line.
But the fairy tale didn't happen, and the next day, Craig saw even more horrors.
Like that one.
On August 17th, 2024, the world witnessed the first ever intergender professional fight.
Oh my God, thank God, but Craig is actually putting some shorts on.
The bell rang and Craig, knowing he couldn't beat this Godzilla fairly, pulled a ratty act. But Gabby, despite the filthy move, showed elite BJJ skills.
Battle against Gabby here. She's going belly down. She's in on a body lock here, trying to drive forward.
In response, Craig, like a hitman, locked a choke on the Beast.
Gabby non-stop over the last couple of months in the lead up to...
Oh, this is it right here.
And proved that even such giant ogress belongs in the kitchen.
Big squeeze coming. Oh, she does! The rear naked choke gets the job.
Garcia realized that her physical limits, unlike her testosterone, weren't infinite, and returned to familiar territory. The moment Gabi announced her return to the ring, the list of challengers eager to test their strength started growing, and her Japanese haters had already prepared a new fighter for her, Barbara Nepomuceno. The fight began, and Gabi stormed forward, hammering her opponent with jackhammer strikes.
So powerful. Just the power there. Pressure has been already, but she might be worried about the takedown.
Then, after draining her, she easily took the fight to the ground.
Gabi Garcia with the clinch, gets the takedown.
Within seconds, she twisted her opponent's arm like a thin branch.
Gabi's corner, there it is right there. Not good. It is all over.
Well, Gabi Garcia now remains...
After this triumphant return, a higher-profile opponent appeared on the horizon, Destani Yarbrough. Yarbrough became the first opponent who was just as heavy as Garcia. This looked less like a women's fight and more like a Godzilla vs. Kong remake. The audience was eagerly awaiting the clash between the two female giants in the ring. The bell rang, and Destani immediately tried to provoke her.
Right there, the overhand right, but Destiny does have to get in and get out. I don't think she wants to take down.
But an enraged Gabi dragged the fight into her favorite territory.
Second takedown attempt. Nice head and arm from Gabby, dragged her down. Now back control.
Working some ground and pound here, looking for the TKO.
Very often. Yeah, Gabby is just I don't know how much ground or jiu-jitsu experience she's had. She's doing a good job of defending though right here, but she's got to get some motion and get up and get out of here.
Yeah, I mean she's right now.
And delivered a dark destiny for Destani.
There now, she needs a full nod, use it to transition, not to go for the finish here.
Yeah,
and she gets the tap.
Very dominant.
With another victory, Gabi Garcia remains an undefeated MMA fighter.
Well, Gabi Garcia now remains...
In this video, we've seen the story of the She-Hulk of MMA.
Еще одно попадание, здорово! Наносится удар, и на канвасе оказывается леди этапа. Идет серия добивающих ударов. Сейчас судья, скорее всего, вмешается. Все, поединок за...
And discovered that she really looks more like Shrek.
Took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Hook trying to punch back, but it's simply too much here. Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands. The referee says that is enough.
Like this video and subscribe to the channel. This was Boxing Game. See you next time.
Oh my God, thank God, but Craig is actually putting some shorts on.